Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to an episode of Pokemon Go. Today we are talking about the October content update. This is it. This infographic. That's it. Plain and simple. I don't know if I like this or if I absolutely hate this, but I'm definitely leaning towards absolutely hating this. So, goodness gracious. Normally they give, a nice long content update, really going into details, dropping some lore, little hints, sprinkling in some stuff in there. Each little thing having like something to like look into. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? No. You give us this. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Content update. We get Cosmoem. So we'll be able to move on with evolving our Cosmog, this time into Cosmoem, the second stage of the line. It is a 3-stage line. So this is the middle stage. Nice. Mega Raids, Megalopony, Mega Manectric, and who knows what for October 20th to November 8th. Now, we do have a little bit of a hint in that every time before they release the Mega of something, the Mega Evolve and how many candies icon pops up on that Pokemon. So when we go over into Pokemon Go, these are my Mega candidates slash Megas. When we look at, say, Mega Gengar, Mega Evolve is there. I can just Mega Evolve this whenever I want. Mega Sableye, which is not coming to the game, and I don't think is coming to the game, at least not yet, there's no Mega Evolve button. But then when we go to Mega Banette, Mega Evolve. Look at how many energy it's going to be, 100, which is nice. Very cool. So more than likely, about 99% sure that we're getting Mega Banette, which is super cool. Also, I'm 99% sure that Mega Banette actually becomes a dark type when it Mega Evolves instead of a ghost type. It's just something to keep in mind. Back to here. So we're looking at Mega Manectric and then Mega Banette. Now, Mega Manectric falls right in line with during our events page slot. We have Evolving Stars from October 5th to 11th. October 8th is Mega Gyarados Raid Day. So Mega Manectric can be used to counter Mega Gyarados, which would be good. Festival of Lights is also happening during that event. Now, last year during the Festival of Lights was the release of Dedenne in Pokemon Go, as well as lots of fire and electric type spawns. So it kind of fits in with that electric type theme. And then October 20th to November 8th is this mysterious next Mega Pokemon, which more than likely is going to be Mega Banette. Especially when we look at our raid Pokemon. There's no question marks there, so it's more than likely not going to be like a Mega of a legendary Pokemon. So 99% sure it's Banette. Speaking of our raids, we're going to be getting a Veltal until October 8th. It can be shiny. The shiny is amazing. Xerneas. Xerneas is quite good, actually. The shiny is quite nice. Also kind of the same scheme. The dark colors turning into lighter colors. Very nice. Then we will be getting Giratina back for 2 full weeks. No Darkrai. Interesting. Also, no mention of like any asterisk there for any like special move. So just Giratina. 1 week of altered form, 1 week of origin form. The raid hours correspondingly will be Yveltal, Xerneas, and Giratina altered form. I guess this is good for like the PvPers. Giratina in this form is used a lot in PvP, so I can see why. There is a live event of Safari Zone Type A, which I believe is where Finneon is getting its shiny released. let's see, we had Spritzee. I think it's Finneon. Now let's go back into the events real quick, because we have to talk about Evolving Stars, which, goodness gracious, this content update, kind of lazy, kind of meh, like there's nothing really to dive into unless like you've been following along with everything else in Pokemon Go, deep dives, etc., etc. It just seems very straightforward. So when we now look into our first events that we actually have any information on, goodness gracious, October looks really bad at first. Evolving Stars, you get to evolve Cosmog into Cosmoem, but don't worry, there will be more Cosmog that you can get in the distant future. It does say here, distant future. So, you'll get more Cosmog eventually down the line. So if you like the way it is, cute and cuddly and just chef's kiss, don't worry, you'll get more. Now, Mega Gyarados Raid Day. Some people are confused why this is part of the Evolving Stars Pokemon event. I think like it's one of the iconic 400 candy Pokemon. Like, there's Altaria and Wailord, right? Like, but who really cares about Altaria or Wailord? Except for like PvP for Altaria. But like, when was the last time you were out there like, oh yeah, Wailord, I gotta grind these Wailord candies? But no, everybody remembers their first Magikarp. That first 400, it's pretty iconic. This picture kind of shows, the Lake of Rage moment. Just Gyarados is really just, it's iconic. So I get Gyarados being a part of this day, and I think encountering more shiny Gyarados is just always better. Now, will I be able to actually play this event? I don't think so. I think I'm working that day, but let's talk about the encounters and all the not shiny possibilities and all the community day repeats. Kakuna, Pidgeotto, Poliwhirl, Kadabra, Haunter, Seadra, Tynamo, Litwick, and Helioptile cannot be shiny. There is no, oh, and if you're lucky, you might encounter this. Nope, this is what we get. And then the shiny possibilities: Rhyhorn, Scyther, Eevee, Swinub, Routes, Duskull. Of those, 5 of them are Community Day repeats, and Scyther is perma boosted. So if you find a Scyther nest, if you grind it long enough, more than likely you will probably find a shiny Scyther. Litwick will be getting its own Community Day. Tynamo does nothing in Pokemon Go. Helioptile is spicy at best and really doesn't have much play in anything. Beedrill, I guess there's Mega Beedrill. There's Mega Pidgeot. Poliwrath makes some splashes and great in Ultra League. Alakazam, Mega Haunter, Mega Gengar. But also, many of these are commonly found in the wild. And then we get Seadra. Kingdra's really nice. I personally like Kingdra a lot. But this event, beyond if you're personally grinding XLs for something, like Routes, if you want to level 50 a Gallade and a Gardevoir, because they both get Megas, you need a lot of XL candies. But beyond that, maybe getting a Litwick before Community Day. I mean, at least a lot of mid-stage evolutions means that there's a lot of extra Stardust. But even then, like, it's not like a lot. I mean, I guess over time, if you really grind the event, it's more Stardust. But oof, the raids don't get much better as we get Slowpoke, Onix, Scyther, Porygon, and Sunkern. 3-star raids. Togetic. Togetic can be shiny in the wild? Okay. Magneton, Rhydon, and Piloswine. And 5-star raids, we'll get a few days of Yveltal, and then Xerneas comes in like midway through the event. Mega Raids, Megalopony, and then midway during the event, Megamanectric. Field Research tasks, no Pokemon counters. Stardust, Evolution items, and Mega Energy, and that's it. Evolving collection challenges that you can receive evolution items for completing. And the Evolution Cup featuring only mid-stage Pokemon. Only the middle forms. So that's our first event. Festival of Lights, then. Mainly fire and electric type Pokemon. Kind of spicy. Lots of fire types are really good in, at least for raids. And electric types are also really good in raids. So this is actually potentially a good event. And last year, I looked at the spawns from last year. About half of them couldn't be shiny. This year, if they use the exact same spawns, the only shiny, non-shiny possibilities would be Dynamo and Dedenne. Last year, they released Dedenne. So this year, I believe they're releasing shiny Dedenne, which is actually a really good shiny. And Dedenne is spicy, I guess. Electric Fairy, I guess. October Community Day will be Litwick. It will be lit. And the shiny is lit. So, just very lit. And then the Halloween event will thankfully save October, as every Halloween event ever has been amazing. We'll get probably a mask back in the wild. We'll get research encounters for Spiritomb. We'll have Pokemon costumes. We'll have tons of ghost type Pokemon, and maybe some other shiny possibilities. Who knows? Live events. We've covered that, and then going into Spotlight Hours, Purloin, which I believe. Oh no, that's next month. Next month will be some Safari Zone where Purloin becomes the new featured shiny. But 2 times XP for evolving Pokemon on October 4th. October 11th will be Haunter, which is not bad. We'll get, at least it's lots of Gengar candies, Gengar XL possibilities. Actually, at least one Gengar XL candy guaranteed because it's an evolved Pokemon, so that's cool at least. October 18th it will be Mischievous. Mischievous can be shiny. October 25th will be Shuppet. Bring your buddy Pokemon to witness something special at the beginning and end of this Spotlight Hour. Interesting. That's new. That is... I've never seen that. Maybe it's going to be some kind of like special, like the... What's it called? When they make the sky look the nebula sky. Maybe it's a nebula sky, maybe a special item of some sort that your buddy brings you. Could be, or maybe they'll tell us more about it during the Halloween event. And then a research breakthrough is actually Shedinja, and Shedinja can be shiny for the first time in Pokemon Go. So, Shedinja shiny is actually not that good at all, which is highly unfortunate. But at least it's a new shiny. And it's a research breakthrough that can be shiny, which we haven't had in, I think, a couple months. So that is the October content update, and I've been waiting because I thought that we did actually get, more than this. But this is what we're getting. So, that is that. I'm actually excited for a lot of this, as I'm just salty about the way they've decided to disseminate this information, especially considering that you can only find this infographic on Twitter. So if you don't have a Twitter, or if you don't want to go on to Twitter, then you have to find it elsewhere. So, I don't know, I'm just a little salty. I ain't gonna lie. I like the infographic. I'd rather be going through everything and just kind of, that's just me. But that's going to be it for today's episode. If you did like it, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the series, please subscribe. And as always, God bless, and see you for another episode of Pokemon Go.